Welcome back to the 80s, but not quite. The game we are checking out today is an old-school retro-styled RPG, but it is a new game. In fact, this is the prologue, so we're having a bit of preview into Skald against the Black Priory. Now, this is a retro-styled RPG set in a grim, dark fantasy world of tragic heroes, violent deaths, and pulpy Lovecraftian horror. So, let's go ahead and encounter Skald and see what it's like. I'm excited for this one. So here we are on the main menu of Skald against the Black Priory, and there is a quick start, but this is an RPG, so we have to create a character. That's just essential, because that's kind of half the game. And this is retro-styled. In many ways, fun and nostalgic and good, and in some ways, not so good, and we'll get into that as we go along. Now, I don't know what's good and what's bad in this game, so I'm just gonna try create something that kinda works. So here is character creation. Classes, feats, and spells are not fully implemented and must be considered placeholders for the final game. Clerics offer close-range support to their party through area-based buffs and healings, right? Warrior, frontline fighter that can take and deal large amounts of damage. Rogue, Magos. I think, because we don't know what we're doing, we stick to warrior, so we just don't die in this game, right? Because this game, it's an old school RPG, so dying is part of it. It's tough, it's tough. Let's select warrior. Now we have to distribute 25 points. Now, this is sort of, kind of, it's mouse control and keyboard control, so it's sort of, so right-clicking works. So we can go up to 20 points on any one of these. We can go down to 3 on any one of these. And we have a total of, if I take everything off, we have a total of 50 points to distribute with everything set at the minimum 3. Here's our stats above my head. Hit points, attunement, resolve, status, ready. Oh, melee, range, damage, crit. So, measure of character's brawn and physical power. As a warrior, we probably want a decent amount of that. Measure of hand-eye coordination, nimbleness, and dexterity. This increases crit, dodge, and range damage. We should probably get a decent amount of that. Fortitude is how tough and resilient a character is. This increases hit points. I think we want just a lot of that, right? Let's just max fortitude so we have maximum hit points. Intellect, mental acuity, recall, and analytical skills. It doesn't affect any particular stats, but we probably don't want to be too dumb, so I'm just going to leave that at 8. Presence, a character's ability to read and react to the surrounding environment and people. This feels like it could be important. So let's put that at 12, max on fortitude, lower on intellect. Let's just throw another one onto strength for a bit more melee damage. Maybe a bit less range, put that into melee. So we have, let's do that. Okay, there we go. That seems good. High strength, max fortitude, decent presence, okay agility, and lower intellect. That seems fine. Let's continue. You can use the screen to customize your character's appearance. So here's our character in the top right, and here's our profile picture. So we can, there's two skin colors, light and dark. There's blonde, black, gray, brown hair. Let's go white. That sort of stands out, right? Main color, green, gray, red, black, white, brown, blue. I think I like the black. Black looks good. Secondary color, blue, green, gray, Black, brown, white. Black and white. We got a color scheme going there. Yeah, black and white. Portrait. I assume we don't have that many. We don't have any white-haired characters. So I guess I'll just stick to... You know, let's go with... No, actually, we kind of do have a beard. It's look, this is our social media post. It's from, like, 20 years ago when we took that one photo that looks really, really good. Don't compare it to what we look like right now, okay? This is our profile picture, okay? It's when we looked good. Pre-pandemic, post-pandemic, okay? You must choose a name for your character before venturing forth. Andros? Can I... Oh, you just type. Okay. You know, I never think of names. I'm Gamer Zach. Okay. Venture forth. Ooh, there's narration. I can use my new narrator voice. On the dark, raging seas of the Outer Isles, a lone caravel struggles against the winds and waves. The moan of creaking timbers, the tang of preserved fish, your eyes slowly adjust to the darkness of the dimly lit ship's hold. Suddenly, something strikes the hull, and the ship rocks violently. Your heart begins to pound, and a feeling of unease grows in your stomach. We have 3 ways to wake up here. Rouse yourself from deep meditation, get up mouth dry and head pounding, rise well rested and ready to go. I love how there's 3 ways of waking up and it's already developing a character. You know, let's rouse ourselves from deep meditation. You get to your feet and become aware of agitated voices shouting up on deck. Something is not right. You should make your way up top and get a bearing on the situation. Be on your way. And here's the game. It's the intro of the game. We could skip the intro, which puts you on the main island, but I've not done that. So here it is. And basically, you see down here, this is a description of everything. So these are our thoughts, right? Not dialogue, it's just what we're observing. So for example, the ship smells of dried fish and sea salts. So it's day 1, 204, X 8, Y 18. Oh, X and Y is positioning. This is old school D&D map sort of stuff. So we can look around. So there's a torch here. A torch flickers on the wall. A sturdy wooden chest. We've found a dagger, a health tonic, and leather armor. Get all. So I should be able to open up inventory. So I'm currently wearing traveler's garb. So I want to put on leather armor. So let's equip leather armor. Let's equip the dagger. We have a pile of gold, value 0 gold pieces. Okay. That's fine. Is there something in the corner there? A pile of hay and an empty bottle of spirits. Okay. So, because we woke up from meditation, we just woke up next to that bottle. Okay, that's not ours. To your surprise, you realize this door has been locked from the outside. It doesn't budge. Perhaps you could slip the lock with a thin blade. If you have not already done so, you must equip your dagger. Leave and press E to manage your equipment. So if I have strength 20, I can try breaking the door down. You slam painfully into the door, but it doesn't budge. Okay, no problem. We'll use the dagger. You slip the dagger through a gap in the door and lift the bar that was locking you in. The door begins to creak open. You gain 100 XP. As the door swings open, you can now clearly make out cries from the deck above. You should make haste. Alright, we're in a new room. So it says here, hostiles have not spotted the party yet, plus 0 bonus to stealth. Press enter to launch combat. So we can... Battle erupts. So we can auto-resolve, but no. Charge. There's some rats. Of course, this is an old school RPG. The first enemy is definitely rats. So we can walk. So I'm armed with a dagger and has 78% chance to hit and deal 1 to 6 damage. 0 soak. Rabid rat. So I assume I have no spells to cast. You currently don't know any spells. No problem. Next target, defend, inventory, combat log. No, we can just walk into them and it attacks. Oh, I'm currently on spells. So we need to attack. Hold on. Cancel, attack. Oh no. Have I actually broken the game? I think I found a bug. I can't attack. Let's just try go to the next turn, see if it fixes itself. Okay, there we go. I found a bug. If I tried to cast a spell that can't, but then I couldn't attack. I killed the rat. This rat's now coming. I'm gonna let it come to me. Or will it not? Oh, it won't come to me. Fine. Hit the rat. We're fighting in the dark. It hits me. You have defeated your enemies. Each party member gained 156 experience. There is loot on the ground. Loot all and leave. Okay, and then it puts us back to where we were. So we looted some stuff. What did we loot? A rat tail. The tail of a dead rat. Horin is overrun by rats, and merchants will pay you to kill them. Nice. We have 2 health tonics. Okay, good. So, now we can continue. Can we look around? An unlit torch. Light the torch. So, yeah, okay, there's unlit torches everywhere. Let's just light them all. There we go. Nice. And I assume we head up. Ascend is what it says behind me. You emerge onto the ship's lower deck. As your eyes adjust to the darkness, you become more aware of a hulking figure standing in the shadows. Gamer Zack, there you are, at last, growls a rough voice. I can straight up attack them. Hey, there you are, Zack. Ah! No, who's there? Show yourself. It's Roland. Where the tides have you been? Why are you skulking around? Look at this shady character. The brute chuckles. Shadows suit a face like this just fine. No matter. There is trouble and you're needed on deck. Now. What for? What's all that noise? The island is in sight, but the damn guilders refuse to land. They want to turn back. Did they say why? Only superstitious bilge. They claim they saw something in the water. Either way, our boys are about to showing them some real steel. I knew I'd regret chartering a guilder ship. And you'll regret not stopping our boys from murdering them if you don't get to the damn deck. Agreed. They deserve disciplining, not death. Listen, I've been doing this since you were at the teat. Let's just get on with it. Let's go, for all the good it will do. Wait, there's a few sailors up ahead, rattled as a pair of rabbits. Is there a way past them? There are 2 doors ahead. Take the left, and we should be able to sneak past them without any trouble. Famous last words. You and Roland begin to make your way towards the commotion on the deck. Press Q, or press the character portraits to swap the party leader. Okay, we've got a new party member. So Q, Roland is now leading the party. So if I look at this is Roland stuff. Oh, this shows equipped on Roland. So this is a combined inventory. Roland has a bastard sword, 4 feet long and may be wielded one-handed or two-handed. Dagger. Less than 1 foot long, can be curved or straight, with one edge or two. Ladies. Let's stick to me. Nope, that's the wrong key. Light. Nope. Oh, just walking into things interacts. Okay, so the door on the left was supposed to give us no trouble. So if we stay in the shadows, it's fine. We can look around. Light the torch. Ooh, I see a treasure. So I think there is visibility. A bottle of strong spirits. Consuming it will steal your nerves and restore +10 lost resolve. Get all. So I think to get that treasure, we now have to interact with these guys. The sailor grabs at you, wild-eyed. Dead emperors, it's coming for us, it whispers to me. Diplomacy versus 10. Calm yourself, you're a guild sailor. I did put some points into presence. So let's look at the math here. Attribute 13 versus target 10 equals 57%. Attribute 0 to 13 equals 6 versus target 0 to 10 equals 4. Success. So we rolled 0 to 13. I think it's rolls. I think it's rolls. We rolled 0 to 13 and got 6. They rolled 0 to 10 and got 4. So we won. I think it is rolls. The man stumbles backwards, seemingly shocked back from their momentary lapse of reason by your words. He and his comrade turn and run up to the main deck and the source of all the commotion. You gain 50 experience. And they're gone. Okay, I assume we have to head up a wooden wall. I love the art and the music change. You emerge onto the deck and see two groups of men facing each other with weapons drawn. The ship shakes violently in the grip of a storm as lightning tears across the sky. Amidst the din of the storm and their frantic arguments, you bellow for the attention of the assembled crewmen and mercenaries. Both the ship's captains and the leader of the mercenaries you hired, a coarse thug of a man named Estavo, turn their attention to you. They look ready to use the unsheathed weapons in their hands at the slightest provocation. Yeah, the writing is actually pretty good so far, right? Writing's good. Right? So many RPGs have some weird writing. Actually, games in general can quite often have weird writing. The writing here is actually very solid, so far. So, do we address the ship's captain or the mercenary leader? So, the ship's captain and the leader of the mercenaries, coarse thug of a man named Estavo. Let's try talk to the ship's captain first. Maybe easier to reason with. You direct your attention to the ship's captain. You know him to be a reasonable but suggestible man. At present, his usually placid eyes are wild with panic or anger. I paid you for passage to the shore, did I not? The captain lowers his weapon and speaks earnestly. The coast of Idra is cursed. We had heard tales and assumed them grog-drenched rumors only, but there is something between us and the shore that will drag us all to a watery grave. What are you talking about? What have you seen? Naught but glimpses. My men have seen the shadows of something deep in water, stalking us. Nothing natural moves like that. Estavo glares murderously at the captain. You reneged on our deal based on a glimpse? There is desperation in the captain's voice. We are seasoned sailors. We do not balk at the shadows. You need to be alive to rescue this girl you speak of. We're out of time. Sail us in or argue the point with Estavo. Estavo turns his steely gaze from you to the captain. Let me spell this out for you, sea dog. We contracted to rescue the girl, but if you don't get us to the shore, we'll gut you for free. The mercenaries you hired all shift their weight in anticipation of making good on that promise. Captain, he's right. Do what you were hired to do. I like how the other option was Estavo. Convince the men. Yes, convince him. Something changes in the captain's expressions. He stands tall. I will not order my ship and my men to certain doom. We shall not get any closer to the coast while I have command. I can try diplomacy. I believe you, but my contract with these men does not mention your survival. I like the writing. It's getting better. I like it. Estavo's grin begins to show teeth as he hears your words. The color drains from the captain's face. There is a moment's silence, then a crash and a shudder as something strikes the ship's hull. In the confusion, a mercenary's throwing dagger flies, lodging in a sailor's throat. We failed. As you can see the roll, we failed. Fight the crew. Battle erupts. Charge. Huzzah! Yeah, we couldn't convince that one. Captain a little harder to convince. So we have me. Okay, I'm the light payload character right there. Good thing I picked the white beard, easier to see. So red is enemy, green is friendly. So I should be able to just waltz over here. Oh, I like how the stance actually changes when we're ready to attack. Hit him. Okay. So now I'm Roland, is armed with a bastard sword. Target is out of range. 1 to 15 damage. So if we focus fire, it should be better. So I get a hit. Okay. It's fine. It's me again. Let's finish him off. I took a hit. Roland. Easy enough. You have defeated your enemies. Each party member gained 116 experience. Did I get more experience from killing the rats? Oh, it's because we have 2 party members now. Right. So it splits the XP. Makes sense. Loot all. We can review log. So we can just see the whole log here. Loot all and leave. Picked up club, dagger. Alright. Let me just check my inventory. These are all the same. Yeah. Oh, this is currently Roland's inventory. This is my inventory. So, the rat tail is a reagent. It's got a plus symbol there. Can we eat the rat tail? Let's try eat the rat tail. It didn't heal us. So, I don't know. I guess that's the end of the battle. You rest your sword arm and survey the carnage. Then, suddenly, a loud crash as something collides violently with the hull. Surviving mercenaries and crewmen alike fight to keep their footing as the ship lurches. Suddenly, huge, monstrous tentacles burst from the water around the ship. For a split second, before the terror sets in, you wonder what Estavo must be thinking as the monstrosities loom over him. After reaching their full height, the tentacles curve inwards and smash into the ship. Some pierce straight through the deck, others snap the masts like they were matchsticks. Your stand frozen in place. Through a haze of splintered wood and panicked screams, you notice Roland. He throws himself out of the way of the tentacle, but begins to fall overboard as the ship lurches once more. Go to Roland's aid. You dash towards the ship's fractured rail, dodging holes in the deck and wounded men, beseeching you for help. Roland hangs by one arm from the side of the ship. Try to grab him. You lunge for Roland's arm, but he loses his grip, and your fingers close only around thin air. You missed him by an inch. He falls wordlessly downwards. You watch as he is swallowed by the raging sea. The ship is listing fatally, and you see the great tentacles high above you, poised for the coup de grace. Abandoned ship. I don't know if we had more, what was it, dexterity? Whether we would be able to catch him in time. I'm not sure. As you jump, you hear the terrible rending of wood giving in to flesh. The impact of the water winds you, and the waves pummel you down. The currents beseech you to go deeper, ever deeper. Peaceful blackness. Sink. So we've woken up at the barren estate. Some items added to inventory. Oh, we lost everything. We've got Traveler's Garb and... so the pile of gold, we have no gold. It's just an inventory slot for gold to go in. Makes sense. Oh, we're not dead. We're not dead. That was the tutorial, I think. This might still be the tutorial, I'm not sure. The villa of Lord Cato Baron. 2 weeks earlier. Oh, this is before. This is not after, this is before. We didn't wake up. This is before we left. Is that a dog or a cat? An aging armored man in the livery of the House Baron stands and scowls at you. Eyes like coal peer out from a craggy face, fringed top and bottom with wild white hair. That sounds like my character. Return his challenging stare. The older man crosses his massive arms, steps forward and leans towards you. So, young sellsword, come looking for a scrap, have you? Though his voice is full of gravel, there's now a glint in his eyes, as though the old coals had begun to warm up. Kaidion, you old fool! A single bark of laughter emanates from the dense beard as he embraces you in a crushing bear hug. A bark of laughter. I'm just thinking Woody from Toy Story. Have you seen the memes? Kaidion may be older and grayer, but from the force of his hug, you don't reckon you'd have any more chance of beating him now than you did as a 12-year-old. Go easy, you old boar. Kaidion steps back and allows you to breathe again before grabbing you by the shoulders. We heard of your father's passing. Truly, he sits with the golden dead now. Tell me, how did he die? So, our entire backstory we can just decide as we go along. In glorious battle, at my side. Could be a lie, who knows. Kaidion's eyes narrow. Then the old warrior died a fitting death. Kaidion is quiet for a moment, then breaks into a grin. We'll raise a cup to his name, together, you and I. Soon as you're done with Cato, and I can rustle up some ale fit for a guest. Kaidion, why am I here? Master Cato will chew your ear plenty when you see him. Lyra, the new Master-at-Arms, awaits you by the main entrance. She'll escort you, and don't ask her not to if you think I had a temper. The joke fails to hide the note of anxiety in the grizzled house guard's voice. What are you hiding from me, old bear? I try my diplomacy check. Oh, my attribute is less than target, so we can't do it at all. He's got 15 diplomacy, pretty high. I won't betray my master's confidence by saying more. Best you see him yourself. The man offers a smile, but it fails to iron out the concerned creases around his eyes. Very well. I'll go look for the Master-at-Arms. If you want to explore for old time's sake, take this lantern. Kato will wait, and we don't want you getting lost in the hedge maze again. The man laughs heartily and hands you a small brass lantern. Activate or deactivate lanterns by pressing T. Whatever may come to pass, it did this old warrior a barrel of good to see you again, boy. The old man slaps you on the shoulder in parting, almost knocking you off balance. So we can activate a lantern with T. Oh look, we got a little lantern that turns on and off. The dog sniffs at you expectantly. You can pet the dog in this game. It happily wags its tail as you pet it. Is this the hedge maze? We can explore a little bit. I assume these guards are all... You can interact with them. Guardsmen dressed in the livery of noble house baron. The guards scowl somewhat. They're waiting for you inside. Trade steel. The guard does not want to trade. So we can just straight up attack him. Now you know you're playing a real RPG, because you can just attack whoever you want. Let's leave. Let's not attack the guard. Let's keep exploring. Is this the hedge maze? I don't think this would be the hedge maze. Oh, this is... Oh, it's an RPG. You can just go anywhere. You enter the kitchen and a pair of scullions offer a hurried bow. It's all so much quieter, emptier, and gloomier than you remember. Of course, old Magda is no longer where she used to be, sitting by the oven, kind, red-faced, and tending a shank of lamb. Reminisce. You remember the matronly woman as she sat, humming to herself, pouring fat over the roasting meat. Child, come here, will you? Magda was always a beacon of kindness in a childhood where such qualities were few and far between. Oh, this is a memory that we're reading. Go to Magda. Magda clasps you gently with a tubby hand. Have you eaten yet? Before you can answer, she produces a small bundle of treats from her apron and hands it to you. As son to the Master-at-Arms for the great house baron, you did not go wanting, materially at least. So, we are the son of the Master-at-Arms, so we're going to go see the Master-at-Arms right now, so... But our dad did just die. Okay, I'm kind of working out our story here. Let's snap out of it. We do have a quest to do. Let's keep exploring. So there's more to go in the kitchen. Let's check. Can we go down? No, we can't go down. Let's go left. So this is darkness. So if I activate the lantern, we can see around. So there's guards over this way as well. You stand before the gate of the hedge maze. It stirs old feelings of both dread and elation. The sounds and smells of the estate grounds, as they were long ago, call you from distant memory. You feel you could easily plunge into their depths. Let yourself go and remember. Which daydream is it this time? Are you valiantly defending me from the rebels again? Embla throws a pine cone at you, snapping you from your reverie. She's 10 years old and you're a year her senior. Let's play hide and go seek in the maze. I'll hide. You faintly hear someone yell her name from the distance. Okay, let's snap out of the memory. We can't sit here reminiscing forever. However, I think if we explore that memory, we might be able to find a path or some knowledge about this maze, right? Because I'm going into the maze now without reviewing my memories of the maze. So you can actually go through the memory and it'll probably tell you some stuff about the maze. Dead end. Found something. Small, intensely colorful flowers cover the ground. A sickly sweet scent wafts up as you step on them. What is this? Interesting. Could be something, could be nothing. Alright. I think that's enough exploring. Let's go back. Okay, let's go where we're supposed to go. Turn off the lantern, walk up this way. Hello? A woman stands before the main entrance to the villa. Her posture speaks of a graceful, coiled power, that of a dueling ace. No doubt she is the new Master-at-Arms for House Baron. As you approach, she offers a quick, neat bow, just low enough to be respectful. Greetings! Master Kato welcomes you back to House Baron. He awaits you in his offices, but he graciously gives you leave to tour the grounds of the estate before meeting with him. He seemed to think you would want to. The grounds, why? This was your home for many years, despite the circumstances you left it. Perhaps the master feels it would do you good to revisit some old memories. Her eyes narrow in a barely perceptible frown, or some old ghosts. You know, enough reminiscing. Let us go straight to him. Very well, if it pleases you. The master is in his office just ahead. She's supposed to escort me, right? Yes, I remember the way. I suppose you do, but I'll escort you nonetheless. A flicker of a smile plays across her face as she beckons for you to lead the way. In we go. The intricate wave pattern on the I should use reverb for thoughts as well, right? The intricate wave pattern on the floor appears to move and makes you feel uneasy. The opulence is faded, the shadows longer. Clearly, much has changed since your last time here. Try to remember how long it's been. It's been years, perhaps decades since you were here. Not since your father was the House Arms Master. Not since... You must have your wits about you, and perhaps now is not the time to dwell on painful memories. Let's explore this thought a little bit more. Not since? Not since your father's fall from grace. You were no more than 12 when you were driven from the household. Hard were the years that followed. The mercenary life is bloody and unforgiving. Those years stole your childhood, and eventually they took your father too. But your father had always insisted, to his dying breath, that his failure had been his own, that he had gotten the fate he deserved. The memories are painful, nonetheless. All right. The silence of the villa feels oppressive. I love these little flavor texts that just pop up here and there, right? It's just so nice, right? You're gonna do an old school RPG. You gotta get this writing done, and I think they're nailing it pretty well so far, right? What do you guys think of the writing? Like, I'm getting into this story. Flanking the doorway are two marble statues. The craftsmanship is stunning, but the sight of the two women depicted fills you with sadness. Examine them. One you recognize immediately, Valeria Baron, the mistress of the house. You remember her as a grey ghost, absent and unwell. The other statue depicts the girl you once knew so well, Embla Baron, daughter of the house, and now a woman grown strong and clear-eyed. Her likeness has none of her mother's cowed timidness. How fares Embla? Lyra's eyes flicker ever so slightly. We should hasten to Master Baron. He's long been impatient to see you. Avoiding the topic. But what of Mistress Valeria? The mistress is vacationing in the countryside. Lyra answers curtly. Lyra provides no answers. A reflecting pool with a perfectly still surface. For some reason, it fills you with dread. You know, without the text, this place would have seemed okay. But the descriptions of everything, it really is sort of making this place feel horrible. We found him. Kato Baron sits tall in a tasteful but modest reception room. He looks less imposing than you remember, and with a few more crow's feet. Nonetheless, he's lost none of his composure or air of casual authority. He's got his own theme song. You take a seat across a formidable desk from him. This study, like the rest of the villa, is half lit, giving a morose cast to its opulence. The old man's face creases into a tired but genuine smile, which momentarily lifts some of the room's oppressive mood. It's a mercy to see you again. Your own man and in your prime, Kato says, before a frown consumes his smile. It's just a shame our reunion is overshadowed by the fates of those we love. But perhaps, together, we can yet improve our collective circumstance. Why have you summoned me? Embla is missing. Kato's voice quivers momentarily, betraying his stoic features. Now I beg of you, help me find my daughter. Help her return home, where she belongs. Why me? Is it not obvious? You've clearly grown to inherit your father's resourcefulness, and besides, Embla has trusted you since before either of you could speak. What's happened to her? She left without notice, a week ago. From the scant clues we had, we believe she boarded a ship bound for one of the outer isles, Idra. She went on her own free will. At the time, I thought little of it. Kato begins to glower. Since then, however, there have been reports. Grave ones. Reports? No one, and no word has left Idra in days. Rumor has it, even the Imperial augurs are in the dark. I know not how this touches the fate of my daughter, but she must be returned to me, one way or another. Pretty grim. Any idea why she left? Something has been building in her for years, an aptitude of sorts, but I suspect you already knew? In any case, it's grown much stronger lately and drives her in ways I cannot understand. I suspect she is looking for answers. An aptitude? An aptitude of the worst kind. It does not spring from the canonical imperial praxis. Instead, it comes from elsewhere. It is the kind the Empire does not suffer to exist. I hope it's only answers that she seeks. So, maybe she got some magical powers, but they're of, like, the necromantic kind? I'm unsure. But why Idra? Why indeed? There is little on the island save the port of Horin. If Idra was her destination, she must have landed there. What of her aptitude? Oh, okay. I see. What can I do? Hire mercenaries, travel to Idra and begin your search in the port of Horin. From there, I trust you to do what needs to be done. Spare no cost. Just bring back my daughter. Mercenaries. Yes, if nothing else, the port will be dangerous enough. I recommend you begin by seeking out Roland Greyeye, a crude but effective sellsword that I've made good use of before. Roland Greyeye. The man is a grizzled veteran. He may have slowed with age, but his experience and reliability more than make up for it. He's also much respected by similar men, and so will be instrumental in hiring a reliable crew. I'll take it into consideration. Kato shows you his upturned palms, beseeching. I know this thing I ask of you is fraught with danger, but this is your chance at improving your fortune, materially and in honor. What say you? I like how the dialogue choices are so very different. I can do it for Embla, do it for the family, do it for the gold, or what makes you think I care? I think so far, based on the memories, I'll only do it for Embla. Kato smiles softly, visibly relieved, and for a moment he looks like the man you remember. Have you any final questions or matters to discuss? Time is, as I'm sure you appreciate, of the essence. Let's just get on with it. Kato stands with poorly concealed effort, and you stand and meet his gaze. Return her to me. There is no other outcome of this affair. Shake his hand and leave. Nice. You're awoken by the cacophonous cries of gulls circling you. Cacophonous cries of gulls. I can do that. Caw, caw. We can do all the sound effects ourselves. Your body is in a mass of pain and exhaustion, covered in 1,000 cuts and scrapes. Slowly, you drag yourself from the cold water onto the relative safety of solid rock. Moments or hours pass as you lay still, trying desperately to will some warmth back into your body. Finally, you manage to force your eyes open. By some miracle, you are not only alive, but you find yourself on the shores of the cursed island of Idra. Strewn around you is the wreckage of the Zephyr. You see no other survivors. Nonetheless, the goal ahead of you is clear. You must venture to rescue your childhood friend from whatever fate has befallen her. Though, unless you can find equipment and companions, soon you may have cheated death in vain. Venture forth. And this is the beginning of the game. I'm liking it so far. I'm really liking how this is all coming together. Right? The writing, the story. Like, I was worried when I saw there was some dialogue options about how we have to, we gotta go rescue the girl, and I thought, this is gonna be a bit, go rescue the princess. A princess is in another castle, you know, typical, but now that we know that it's a childhood friend, that there's this backstory going on, we could explore our memories, and we have this fall from grace on our side of the family, and how our father used to be the man-at-arms of this Kato Baron, but no longer. And our father has died, and then at the same time our father died, our childhood friend has gone missing, and now there's all this complexity and stuff going on. Like, if you really, like, if I was doing this on my own time, I would probably spend a lot longer in that area just exploring all those memories and stuff. There were like 3-4 elaborate memories we could explore. And it's all in text, but it's well written, so it makes it worth it your while, right? I've always said, if you're gonna make people read, reward them for reading it. And I feel rewarded for reading, which is exactly what writing should do. Anyway, we're in Freymark. I see a lighthouse over there. I see a boat. Sandy dune lines part the Idran coastline, save a few odd pieces of useless debris, and the stench of rotting seaweed. The dunes are... There's no more text. So I assume this is a prologue, so some of the writing doesn't fit. Which, like, the reason why I'm upset that the writing doesn't fit is because the writing is so good I want to read the rest. Right? I want to see what the rest of it says. Okay, I see the ship on the left. Let's check that out. Broken bodies and debris line the rocky shores of Idra. In the distance, you can see what remains of the Zephyr's hull. We can enter. Okay, so we've got locations on the map. And look how they do fog in this game. So I feel tall grass. You could easily hide here if you wanted to. Ah, nice. It tells me grass provides sneak, basically. But in flavor text, that's good. The stench of rotting flesh fills your nostrils. Ahead of you, grotesquely misshapen crustacean horrors feast greedily on the corpses of the dead crew of the Zephyr. Oof. So as soon as I step out of the grass, it's the opposite of Pokemon. I stepped out of the grass, and we have to kill this crab dude. Actually, it's more of a lobster thing. Crab dude, a lobster thing. You decide. Charge. Okay, so I'm against Crab. He's got his own profile picture, possibly also from 20 years ago, looking good. He's got 8 HP, so we can kill the crab. We don't do a lot of damage. We hit and dealt 1 damage. The crab has 3 soak. The crab has armor. Ah. Okay. How much damage does it do? We didn't take any damage? Oh, good. Okay, nice. So we can actually... There's options here. We can, like, defend. So if I defend, for example... So it's more likely we... Like, I don't know exactly what that does, but yeah. Like, if I check combat log. Combat begins versus Crab. Crab versus Gamer Zack, round 3. Crab versus Gamer Zack, round 4. Okay, I see. Let's hit it again. Dealt 1 damage. It soaked 4 this time? Okay, so we're just gonna have to stab it. Oh, good. Did 3 damage, it didn't soak anything this time. Nice. You have defeated your enemies. 94 XP. Loot all and leave. What do we loot from a crab? Chitin, a piece of chitinous shell. Useful in alchemical crafting. Is there a crafting system in this game? Feats. Oh, I can buy feats? Charger. Doubles the bonus for charging. Critical hits with slashing weapons now cause bleeding. How do you buy feats? Oh. CP cost. We have 0 character points. So this is part of the leveling system. Point blank shot. Toughness. You gain 10 extra hit points. Okay, nice. So there's also factions. Idran Refugees, Nautical Guild, Reavers, Zephyr Crew. Faction is hostile because we couldn't convince them. Intro Mercs. I think all the intro Mercs are dead. I think all the Zephyr Crew are dead, so this hostile is not a problem. I don't know who these guys are. Here's our map. That's how much we've explored. Okay. Let's have a look at the bodies and stuff. The corpse of a sailor from the Zephyr. Examine. Corpses litter the ground. Tragically, these sailors appear to have made it to the shore only to be brutally murdered. The horrid wounds and gruesome dismemberments tell you that this must have been the work of madmen. Oh, they survived. And then someone killed them on the shore. Right. Anything else in this area? What's that? A grim monolith rises from the rugged landscape. Ancient and weathered, the stone must have stood here for centuries. Painted on it are crude spiral-shaped runes, and at the base of the monolith lie piles of eggshells, flowers, and fish bones. Examine closer. You make little of the symbols. As you pick through the small pile of offerings, it occurs to you that these can't be more than a few weeks old. Yeah, eggshells won't last that long. I see a treasure chest, though. Can I get there? Truly an RPG. How? How? Oh, okay, we can't walk behind it. There was a treasure chest near the bodies, was there? Oh, there's that... a crate. What is that? Sling, a simple leather string used for throwing stone bullets. Good eye. There's a crate. Okay. I can make it up here. The fog is thick. Found a boat. There's another crab. I think I need to fight that crab, because I think that's rope there. Alright, come on, crab. Crab's simple enough. We took quite a lot of damage from this crab. Loot all and leave. What is that? Oh, it's not rope. I see a crate though. Another crab. Do I have... what's my health right now? 25, 28. Okay, so I didn't lose health from that. What do we have? A buckler, another dagger, a health tonic. Get all? This, we can equip the buckler, so we get +1 armor. Is my dagger not equipped? Oh, my dagger wasn't equipped. Was I just punching the crabs? Was I just punching crabs? No wonder why they were soaking all the damage in their spiky shells. I'm just, spiky crab. It wasn't so much they were damaging me, it was I was damaging myself on the crab. I thought the dagger was still equipped. Okay, so I also have a club, which does an extra possible damage, but it's got lower crit. But I guess that makes sense, right? A few nails and studs embedded into it. I'm gonna use a club, and I have a buckler. Typical warrior. Okay. Oh look, I'm actually holding the club and the buckler. That's nice. Hostiles have not spotted yet. So we can launch combat. And maybe get first hit on them. Dealt 6 damage. These crabs are actually much easier than I thought. I was just punching crabs. Literally the level 1 RPG character clubbing crabs meme. Yeah. We're just clubbing crabs. Loot all and leave. So we're just picking up more chitin, right? Yeah. I should figure out how to use ranged weapons. If I equip this sling, A simple leather string used for throwing stone bullets. So I want to figure out how ranged works in the next battle. This is a large area. Can we find another crab? Laying ahead of you, like some gargantuan beached sea creature, are the smashed remains of the Zephyr. You shudder to think of the monstrosity that caused the demise of the once elegant ship. Oh, and there's a lot of crabs. Okay, they spotted me in the grass there. So 4 is next target, so I can target anyone because I'm using this sling. So if I try attack with the sling here, it's not so great. Sling doesn't work that great. Can I access my inventory during combat and switch to the club, please? Does that use a move? No, right? Let's hit the crab. We can probably club all... I don't know, 3 crabs is actually a lot. Can I... I'm gonna be trapped here. I gotta back out. Oh. You can only run so much. Oh, that's disengaging combat. Oh no, we can't. 3 crabs are too strong. Inventory. I have this health tonic. This potion is only effective in combat. Let's use that. Okay. I don't think that's gonna be enough, though. So, once we're engaged in combat, moving away disengages from combat. I killed 1 crab. Okay. I have died. Okay. So you can't actually set the game difficulty, huh? 3 crabs just wrecked me, which is actually good, right? This is does that autosave, which puts us here. Okay. You know what? Maybe the crabs is too much. First of all, though, let's equip this club. Oh, it's because I lost my dagger. That's why it wasn't equipped. Right. Let's try go the other way instead. Oh, so let me just check options. Oh, right. One thing I wanted to criticize on this game is I know this is an old-style game. And this is what old-style options menus look like. But this is not an old game. You can have audio sliders, please. Please have audio sliders. Please put in audio sliders for music and sound separately. 2 separate audio sliders, please. Chaos Fangs, thank you so much for the gift sub. Please put in audio sliders. For accessibility reasons and just speaker things, like speaker setups, earbud setups, all sorts of reasons why you'd want to control the volume and not just have music on-off. Video. There is CRT mode, which is nice, but gameplay. So difficulty currently is easy. Oh, there is narrative mode, which is 1 down. Key bindings are rebindable though, which is nice. Okay. You travel along a muddy road. An ancient lighthouse rises steeply from the bluffs ahead of you. The beacon is still lit, though it flickers weakly. Let's enter the lighthouse then. So instead of exploring the shipwreck, we're looking at the lighthouse. Is that someone there? What is that? One of the fortunate few sailors to survive the sinking of the Zephyr is crouching like a frightened rabbit in the tall grass. Please don't kill me. I've only just barely made it past those blasted hounds, and I just want to live. Hounds? Aye, bloody monsters they are. Look all diseased and rabid. I was trying to make my way up to the lighthouse past the stairs just north of here, but there's a whole pack of them there. Might want to look for another route up there, lest you end up as dog shit. Okay. So, the path north leads to hounds, so let's head east. We've been told, don't go north. Battle erupts. We found a hound. Let's see if we can take on a hound. They're stronger than crabs, so... Loot all and leave. So we regain health if we survive combat, at least right now. Maybe because it's on easy. What did we loot? A hound ear. A ragged ear from a fellhound. Reagent. Okay. What is that? Dagger, leather armor, ration. This can be eaten when the party rests for camp. Okay, nice. Let's equip this. Use. That's 3 armor. Very important. I think the club is still better. So we have some armor now, which is good. Just checking this coastline. Crabs! Alright, it's 3 crabs. Do you think we can take on 3 crabs? With a club and armor this time? If I try just not run. Okay, we killed 1 crab. So looking at this, there's like 2 bars here. There's the green bar coming from the left and a red bar coming from the right. So I think we only recover up until the red bar. I'm not sure exactly. Attack that one. Okay. So if I focus on fighting with... Ooh, good. Got a crit. Okay. 273 XP. Loot all and leave. We leveled up! Plus 8 HP, plus 10 CP. Buy feats. Yes. So we could get toughness for more hit points. Stealthy. Permanently increases stealth. Stunning blow. We can make a melee attack that does half damage but has a chance of stunning. You may fire ranged weapons whilst engaged in melee combat. Mighty strike. Melee attack that does double damage but at minus 10 attack. Permanently increases strength by 4. Critical hits with piercing weapons now cause bleeding. Critical hits with blunt weapons now stun. You can make an attack at half damage at minus 6 attack bonus, but gain plus 4 dodge until your next round. You know, toughness, extra 10 hit points, seems good, right? It's just easy. Added toughness. And now if we look at character, our hit points have gone from, what was it, 28 to 46? Because we gained 18, right? Because we gained 8 from level up, and then we gained another 10 from the feat. So we gained 18, so... yeah. Okay, now I feel a bit more confident going around. Ah, yes, good. Let's take the loot from this area. Healing potion, nice. A short sword and a healing potion. Okay, short sword's better, right? 1 to 6 with better crit, yes. Better weapon. We should have... Look, we landed on the coast and there was a flashing lighthouse right next to me. and I walked away from it and went to the shipwreck. Clearly, you're supposed to go to the lighthouse. Can I walk over to that chest there? Can I save the game? Okay. Can I just walk over here? Jewelry. Stiletto. Attunement tonic. So attunement is what the word they used for our childhood friend. Small portion of light attunement drain when consumed. So I think attunement is about magic. Okay, you can't just walk out. So every step passes 1 minute of in-game time. Shallow waters have a bit of a sparkle to them. So that's traversable. Okay, we got armor, we got sword, we've got level up. Now I feel confident. Tall grass. So there's supposed to be an alternative way around the dogs. We're just not supposed to head north. What's down here? More crabs? Alright. Have at thee. I'm taking the first strike. Backstabbed deals extra. So the way they're facing matters. Okay, there's a lot more tactics going on here than you would think. So backstabs do things. Bam. Crab's dead. Crab's dead. Ah, just one level up does so much. Loot all and leave. We've got a sling. Get all. We've got the buckler. Yes. Get all and equip the buckler. Great, so that adds another armor. Nice. Okay. I thought the equipment was... Is that a cave? I thought the equipment was gonna be at the shipwreck, but... That's a cave, right? But we don't have a torch. It's just darkness. I think we need a torch if we're gonna go in there. I like how it just wasn't exactly clear that that was a thing. See that entrance to the cave? It's just a hole in the wall. And it's like, can I go in there? And then you can, right? There's no like glowing sign saying enter this cave for danger and treasure. You know, it's just there, right? Easily missed, which is kind of the point of a cave, right? It is easily missed. Hey, there's a person. Friendly? Standing on the edge of the cliff is a crewman from the Zephyr, lucky enough to have made it ashore. The man is swaying and looks in shock. I saw it! By the dead, I just saw it out there! The thing that sunk us! It's still out there! The man begins jabbering incoherently. Okay, so they're all a little shell-shocked, I think. This looks like an alternative path, because we weren't supposed to go straight up north. Right? So this seems like an alternative path up the mountain to the lighthouse, possibly. Then we maybe follow this path. Is this it? Okay. This looks like where we've been trying to go. Enter. Hello? I don't see anyone around. Health potion. Lantern. Yes, thank you. Short sword. Get all. So now we can equip a lantern, which unequips our buckler. I see. So holding the lantern means we don't have a shield. Is this the lighthouse? Okay, so we have to have the torch on here. Okay, what's that? Rations? Okay, take those. A stinking pile of refuse. Something lives here. Okay. What was that? Doesn't feel quite right. Ascend. By the way, the art is actually really nice. Look at this. Look at how the waves are drawn. With the purples and the cyans, ceruleans, the green moss on the stony wall there. The sun sort of setting in a turquoise sunset. It's nice, right? The art? So far, I think this is one of my favorite pieces of art. Just the way the waves are drawn. You climb the narrow, creaking stairs towards the top of the lighthouse. You find the door barred from the inside and knock heavily. Moments later, you hear the bar lift. As you enter the lighthouse gallery, a haggard face peers out at you from the gloom. Moving closer, you see it belongs to an old man who clutches a makeshift spear tightly to his chest. Somehow he looks both fearful, yet greatly relieved to see you. Mother of maelstroms, the man croaks. Who are ye, then? Who did I summon? Come, sit. You must be weary. Sit, sit. The man gestures frantically to a battered chair in the corner. I was shipwrecked here by something foul. There are all manner of beasts in the deep oceans of our world, but never have I seen anything like this. A horror from beyond the natural it was, that pulled down that ship. I saw it all from my tower, I did, though I wish I did not have to bear such a sight. I can hardly believe that anyone could survive such a nightmare. I did. How then did the tides release you, when so many others were claimed? The keeper leans in and fixes you with an unwavering gaze. Are you blessed, or perhaps cursed is more like it? Neither, I think. Now what happened here? Something foul is growing on Idra. A taint on the land. Sorry, that word is ruined, isn't it? A taint on the land. Ugh. There are some lights as you've never seen, like those sailors from the high north talk of. But the colors, it's like they bleed into your very dreams. If you can manage to sleep, that is. I wouldn't want a taint on the land either. I don't think anyone wants that. You wouldn't want land on the taint either, right? It's just as bad the other way around. It's got to the animals first, though. Warped them in both mind and body. Made them cruel and dangerous. I ain't never seen nothing like it. It's unnatural, I tell ya. But worse still, Horin is dead as a tomb. Was a right bedlam of cries and screams 2 days ago. Then, nothing. Not as much as a lit candle at night. Only the deep itself knows the truth of these happenings. But I can tell you this, the island is doomed. The sea itself will rise to claim us. I need some information. Yes? Anything you may ask. We're safe as can be here. Safe as can be is, I think, the correct term. Okay, that voice is starting to get to me, so I'm gonna stop doing it. Ask about work. What of it? What can I do to help? This here beacon is all keeping the horrors of this island from my throat. Thing is, oil is running low and I've got nary a drop left in storage. I need you to find me some oil afore darkness takes us. Perhaps there is some in the wreckage of your ship. Matthias stares absently-mindedly into the fire. I was wondering about something else. Tell me about Horin. Horin went dark about the same time the animals ran amok. There was smoke on the wind, and screams too, I could swear it. Sounded like battle, or perhaps slaughter is more like it. But I think there is a camp of sorts just north of town. Ragged tents and such. Survivors, perhaps. I thought about going there to see for myself, but I changed my mind. The old man hangs his head dejectedly before continuing in a whisper. Safer here, tending to the light. We need a place to rest. Yes, but not up here. There is no room and I need what little light is left if I am to make it through this madness. Downstairs there are a pair of beds and a fireplace. It'll do just fine for you. Okay. Oh, you have more important matters to deal with? Well, you must keep watching, seeing. The old man trails off, eyes unfocused. Forgive me for not being of more help. You're a fool to go. There is nothing beyond the light but despair and... But I must be here waiting for you, for when you return, as I must. Farewell. Okay, so there's 2 beds down here. And we can enter the heart of the tower. Entering into the heart of the tower, you round a corner and stop dead in your tracks. Rising up through the core of the tower is a grotesque-looking metallic monstrosity. The strangely organic shapes and odd geometries seem to writhe in the dim light, and the laden silver coating casts a ghostly reflection on the walls. For all its alienness, you still recognize the arcane machinery, an ancient imperial reticular node. You suspect this lighthouse was once fueled by reticular energy, and that this machine was part of its operation. The stillness and layer of dust, however, tell you that it's long since fallen into disrepair, and that the lighthouse is likely now fueled by common oil. So it used to be a magic lighthouse. So there's these beds. The boards creak as you walk over them. A simple bed. You can rest here. The prospect of resting in a proper bed is a rare treat for a mercenary traveling the road, so you should think twice before passing up on it. Make camp. Camp management. There's more to the game. There is more. And yet. Click time slots to assign camp activities. You make camp, assign orders, and begin the activities. Break camp when you are ready to leave. Your party could use a rest. The party does not require food at the moment. So, we're resting until midnight. We're resting through the day, unfortunately. Maybe we shouldn't. Rations 100%. You know, it's fine. Let's rest a little bit. Do we heal when we rest? Resting allows a character to recover from injuries as well as regain attunement and resolve. The character on watch keeps the party safe from attack whilst the rest of the party rests. A foraging character searches for food in the surrounding area and may add food to your inventory. No activity has been assigned. So if we do that, rest and forage, and then nothing, begin activities. Rested for 2 hours. Okay, so when there's no orders, it stops, and then we can break camp. So I healed a little bit. But now that I have this torch, I can go into the cave. Let's go to the cave. I should also save right here. I think there is a quick save button, but it's fine. Let's go down to the cave. It's round here, down here. Did it just become nighttime and that's why we lost our vision? I think so. So we have further vision during the day. Okay, we're in the cave. Wait, the echo's still on? Sorry, am I speaking with echo this whole time? Let me just make sure it's not on. Okay, there we go. Oh, come on, get back in the game. There we go. Okay. Sorry, it's a press and hold to do the echo on my voice. So I guess the key just got stuck. So we're in the cave. And there are crabs. Oh, you approach me. Come on. We can handle crabs now. Got you. I know we didn't double our health, but it sure feels like it. Loot all and leave. Nice. And we're not even using our buckler. Maybe left of this pond? Hostiles have not yet spotted the party. So there's a hostile there, but we don't know what it is. Okay. It saw me. I'm gonna let it come to me. Defend. Oh, there's a crab coming from up there. Oh, one shot! 8 damage! Okay, let's hit that. So it sort of sets an arena when combat happens. There we go. Loot all and leave. Alright, that's a lot of crabs. I'm gonna wait here. You come to me. So then I can... Bam. Ah, 9 damage? Knocking out crab. I think it's dead. Remember when 3 crabs killed us? Okay. Wait, that's a blue crab. That's not a crab. That's a dire crab. It's got 18 hit points. Look at this dire crab. By the way, I love when RPGs or just anything D&D inspired just has dire everything. My favorite is Age of Wonders 1, dire penguins. That's just dire penguins. Alright, let's see if we can take on a dire crab. Is that a... what is that a tentacle coming out of its back? We did 1 damage, huh? Alright, I think 3 dire crabs would wreck us. Because we're going back to doing 1 damage. Ooh, 6 damage. Nice. I didn't soak any. 7 damage, yes, alright. Critical hit. It was critical hit, but I only dealt 1 damage to it. Got it. Alright. Apparently dire means tentacled here. It would fit the law. Loot all and leave. What am I looting? Have I gotten anything interesting? Hound's ear, ration, sling, stilettos, gold. I got no gold. Attunement tonic, buckler, club, chitin. 14 chitin. The value... is that 10 gold pieces each, or... I think it's 10 each. Okay, we're doing alright. So the dire crab was over this side, so I assume maybe this... More hostiles. What is this? Battle erupts. It's another dire crab. You come to me. I don't want to fight dire crabs in the water. Ooh, crit dealt 14 damage. Leveled up. Buy feats. So, can I buy toughness again? Like, I know there's other stuff, but can I buy toughness again? I think we should actually test that. Added toughness. So now, I have 64 health. So I have 2 toughness. You can't stack feats. 64 health. Oh, I was hoping for hidden area. Okay. Now we can start waltzing through this cave. Battle erupts. Are those all dire crabs? Okay, maybe we can't waltz. Are they? Oh, that's 4 dire crabs. Let's use this and do 300 on this thing. One at a time, please. Tactics. Just line them up. This is an RPG. I worry about... What? No, oh, I pressed E. Ooh, okay. Inventory is 6. Oh. Fine. I think... Is this slightly... I think there's a slight bug there. I can't do anything but attack. Let's hope we just don't... Maybe if I click it? No? Okay. I think there's a bug. We can do nothing but attack. Let's just hope we don't die. I really can't access my inventory, huh? No, okay. Ah! That was close. Sprawled on the ground ahead of you lies the mangled body of a man. Stacked high against the walls behind the poor fellow are crates of goods, and you have a feeling you've stumbled upon a smuggler's hideout. Perhaps there are more around. Okay, now let's access inventory. So, this health tonic. It says this potion is only effective in combat. That means we can't just use it now? Let's find out. Just gonna save right there. So I can't just use this right now? No, it doesn't do anything. Alright, let's not waste the potion there. Okay. So we'll just try heal as soon as we get... in the next fight. So this is a... Looks like he doesn't have legs. The mauled body of a smuggler. It appears he's been overcome by the local fauna. Overcome? Alright, what have we got? Scale mail, attunement tonic. Get on. I'm encumbered and can't move. There's encumbrance in this game. Okay, first scale mail. Weight 15, let's drop our old armor. Okay. I'm still in combat. How heavy is the scale mail? 30. What has... Does anything have high weight? Short sword. Weight 2. Where does it show? Ah, here. 88 out of 84. Let's drop the daggers, right? We don't need these daggers. The club. Weight is 3 and worth nothing. Let's drop the club. Okay. So let's not just grab everything. Let's take the trinket and the health tonic. Ration's pretty heavy. Ooh, a shield? Okay, let's grab the shield. Hat. Okay, we gotta wear a hat. I think they haven't modeled the hat yet, but use. I'm now wearing a hat. Great. So we've got a proper shield here, and our armor is upgraded to scale mail. Yes. Short sword, short sword. Do I need to hold 2 short swords? No, right? Let's just drop the other short sword. That's fine. I think we've looted everything. So we've got better armor now. And there might be more smugglers around. So we just haven't gone left here. Grab the rations too. The rations were heavy. And I've got quite a lot of rations. Oh, a pile of stone completely blocks the way ahead. A pile of large rocks completely blocks the way ahead. If you had a pickaxe, you could probably remove it. Pickaxe, huh? Alright. You know, but I think we've explored quite a bit here. What I should do, right, is try and make our way to the town. Right? We've leveled up. Oh, it's like dark at night. Let's head back to the lighthouse and rest up. It's this way. This way. Okay, nighttime is... I wasn't sure whether there was a day-night cycle. There is totally a day-night cycle. Let's unequip that. Let's have our big shield on. Nice shield, nice sword, nice armor. Let's rest in this bed. Make camp. Rations 100%. Rest, 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 rest. Yeah, I think we just rest until morning, right? That seems good. Up until 7:25? Yeah. Just rest and heal up. Party eats ration and is now 100%. So they auto-eat rations. Okay, break camp. So it's now daytime. Right? Yes, we can see. We need to get some oil from maybe the shipwreck. We could kill those crabs pretty easily. Now, where are those hounds? If I could clear those hounds. That font at the top is, by the way, very hard to read. We haven't looked around the lighthouse. There's the hounds. Okay. Okay. Loot all and leave. Hound's ears. Yep. Got him. Clear off these infernal beasts. 2 leveled ups and getting some gear goes a long way, huh? What's down here? You can actually look down the cliffs like that. You can actually hear the growling. Heard that, right? Okay, 3 hounds. Trying to lure them in range so that I can take the first hit. Okay, we're being surrounded by the hounds. We got one. Okay, 2 to 3 hits. Oh, we're taking some damage. Can I access my inventory? Okay, I can. Let's use this. Let's use another one. Let's use another one. Okay, good. 3 hounds, quite a lot of damage. 5 feats. Okay, so we can stack toughness, but I probably want to do expert piercing. Critical hits with piercing weapons now cause bleeding. Right? I think I'll throw this on. So we've got expert slashing, expert piercing. Oh, we're using a sword. Is that slashing or piercing? I guess it depends on the source. Sword, I mean, charger. Doubles the bonus for charging. Oh, okay. Like, we could just stack toughness, but I guess we're fine. Let's go down here. So this is the path that we were told not to go, right? Let's talk to this guy. Talk. We found one other person alive. Trade? He's got nothing. Okay. Leave. You know, we gotta test one thing. Attacking randoms. Let's save the game. Can I just attack? You're about to attack a non-hostile party, are you sure? Yeah. So you can just kill anyone. Good to know. Good to know. Let's leave this area. So all of that was in that lighthouse. There's a lot of content to this game. Right? That whole thing was in that one tile of the world map. So we could go to the shipwreck, but we have seen that. So let's follow the road and see if we can find something else. I know we're supposed to go to the shipwreck and clear that out. You see a figure thrashing violently at something, obscured by the low fog. Whatever this person is doing, it's producing loud, crunching, wet squelches and a stream of curses. What are we looking at? You see the scene for what it is. Roland, soaked through and spattered with ichor, is laying waste to a number of grotesque-looking creatures with a piece of driftwood. He snarls like a wounded beast, and his eyes are black with rage. That's Roland. I thought that was like a kraken monster or something, like it's a human torso with like tentacles coming up from the bottom. Like Ursula, but a buff man, you know? As the last of the horrid beasts fall, twitching back into the shallows, Roland snaps his gaze to you, dead eyes staring at some distant point on the horizon behind you. Eventually, the tensions drain from his muscles, and he lowers his makeshift weapon. Thought I was carrion, they did? I nearly was. I didn't think you'd make it. Seems I've got a few lives left in me, for all they're worth. Roland sighs deeply and slumps down onto a nearby rock. You tried to save me, you bloody idiot. Not exactly the thanks I was expecting. There's no room for being a bloody hero in work like this. It's just shit, blood, and bad men doing worse things to others. He looks around at the driftwood and chunks of flesh bobbing around your ankles. It's about time I paid my debts. And yet, here we are. As you say, but heed this. If you want to survive, you need to drop the bloody heroics. This business makes your hands dirty and nothing gets them clean again. Trust me on that. Speaking of which, I suppose I still work for you. We should get going. I'm counting on you. Let's get going. Roland nods solemnly, brushes a sticky glob of ichor off his arm, and trudges over to you. His lips part as if to speak, but he hesitates. Let's just go. Roland does not seem to hear you. Instead, he is staring intently ahead. There are men in the fog. I thought I heard them earlier. I'm certain they're not from the Zephyr, and I'd wager they're less than friendly. I don't care if you're itching for a fight or not, but either way, we should tread carefully. There they are. Straining to see through the dense fog, you finally spot them. A group of men prowling the shoreline like carrion eaters looking for dead flesh. They are unkempt and dressed in rags with bare torsos and broad shoulders adorned by a strange mixture of sailors' tattoos and crude symbols. They carry an assortment of cruel-looking rusted tools turned to weapons. Gibbering chatter, laughter, and whimpering drifts across the fog in a steady stream. Whoever these men are, their minds are long gone. You sit still until a group of them passes you by. If you wish, you might still be able to slip past them. Oh, so we're actually in an area. Ugh. But we've got Roland with us, so we're not alone. So finding Roland put us in this area here. So I'm not entirely sure where we are or where's the way out. Tall grass here. So we're in the bottom left corner. Okay. Do you want to leave the current area? I think we should leave. Slip past them. Is it nighttime already? Okay. A camp. This is the camp north of the town, right? Before you, the unmistakable mess, squalor, and desperation of a refugee camp sprawls around a small farmstead like a festering wound. Enter? Sounds inviting. So this is the camp of survivors, huh? Hello? A soldier dressed in the ragged remains of what you assume is the livery of Horin. He looks hungry, shaken, and on edge. Talk to Marcus or Drina if you want something. Just leave me alone. Alright. Entering the ragged camp, you notice a small crowd nearby, arranged in an inward-looking ring. In the center stands a formidable armored woman. She carries an unmistakable air of authority, and the insignia on her armor marks her as a cleric of the Imperial Death Cults. The tattered band of refugees surrounding her are agitated and shouting over one another. But there are so few of us. Horin was home to 200 and we're but a few score left, cries a ragged man with tears in his eyes. By the golden corpses, there must be survivors, beseeches another. And who are we to send? Half of us won't live through the next market day, and the other half ain't fit to hold as much of a stick. An old crone interjects, panic quivering in her voice. The crowd erupts into a cacophony of desperate appeals. The cleric raises her arms, and the crowd falls silent. Her sonorous voice rings out. We may indeed be cursed, but Alden is right. There may yet be survivors in Horin, and it's my duty to go to their aid. or at least to learn what fate befell them. Ugh. The assembly erupts again, some blessing the cleric in tears of hope, others clinging to her robes while pleading for her to not risk her life. Through the crowd, the woman catches sight of you and nods curtly. She turns away and begins to load up on supplies, no doubt intent on making good on her promise to the panicked refugees. New party member? New party member? Just have to find which one she is. There's a number of characters that seem to stand out. One in green. Rugged, a vital look of life. Clothes are rich and tailor-made. Do you need help? Okay, I'm not reading everything. There's a lot of dialogue here. I was heading for Horin. Trader. What have you got for sale? Okay, trader's still locked. That's fine. Is this? Ah, Drina. This is Drina, right here in the middle. The imposing cleric holds up a palm in greeting. Welcome to our new home, stranger. The people of this island know me as Drina. I serve the Golden Dead, and this camp, these people are under my protection. What brings you here? I'm searching for someone. Here on Idra, that may prove to be a difficult task, given the tempest that's engulfed this island. She leans back, her eyes still flinty. Are you not aware of the situation here? These people say the island is surely doomed. Her eyes bore into you, gauging your reaction. What has happened? Our graveyards have been overflowing. Sorry, no reverb for this, it's dialogue. Overflowing as of late, with stranger killing stranger for no good reason. And worse, I think, brother and brother, husband and wife, it's become a tide of ruin. I implored the governor to intervene and investigate, but as usual, he did nothing but cower in his villa and peer over his walls. Go on. Then, a few nights ago, pandemonium erupted. Bands of armed men and women roamed the town, hacking down anyone they came across. Some folks claim those that did not die on the spot were dragged away to suffer some unknown fate. My order and I joined what sane guardsmen remained in the chaos and tried to stem the tide, but we were driven from the city in the panicked exodus that followed. We considered retaking the town, but we had scores of wounded, so we retreated. Better to save the lives not yet lost. We set up this camp to regroup and to care for the wounded, but the shadow hangs over us. The wounded do not recover, and those still on their feet slowly lose their mind or hearts. What do you intend to do now? We need answers! Drina gestures at the refugees languishing in the camp before continuing. And it is my duty to seek them out, if they exist. My road goes first to Horin, and thence somewhere darker, I fear. Are you planning to go alone? If I must, doomed or not, it's all dust in the end, and I intend to die in armor. But from what I can tell, we must both tread the same terrible path. Though our reasons may differ, surely there is safety to be had in numbers. Indeed, let us join forces. Excellent. Drina's face lights for an instant. These people, my people, I feel their pain, and we will mourn together, later. For now, they deserve answers, and by the Emperor's bones, I will get them some. We make for Horin. Ask Drina about Embla, maybe you've heard of her? She fidgets heavily, she fidgets with a heavy-looking ring on her finger, while she listens to your description of Embla. She's certainly not in the camp, and I can't say I remember seeing her in Horin, but perhaps that bodes well for your quest. One of the primary tasks of my order is to care for the dead, and I can say with certainty that I didn't lay to rest anyone matching her description before the fall of Horin. We could look beyond traveling to Horin. You may want to ask around here in camp. A few of the merchants survived. Perhaps she visited one during her stay. Alright, it's time to go. Let's be off. I should just ask this merchant here. Talk, have some questions. Embla? I can't say I remember seeing her. Doesn't mean I didn't. My emporium was always busy. Franzo, the camp cook, used to own the main inn. You'll find him near the stables. If anyone saw her, it would be him. Okay. Near the stables, we could ask the camp cook. Oh, it's nighttime, right. Fishman. Nope, leave. You can talk to everyone. There's so much dialogue. The stables are not out here, right? It's nighttime. It's approaching midnight. Is that him? Is this your farm? Okay, that's his farm, or what's left of it. Okay, I guess we can move on. We've got 3 party members now, so we should be able to do quite a bit. How do I leave this area? Let's bring out the torch. Can't see anything. Okay, leave area. Let's go back to equipping shield. So we're going to Horin. So some... Oh, you've been waylaid by Reavers. So the Reavers are these guys. So some curse befell the land, driving people mad, causing them to kill each other. Is that essentially what happened in Bloodborne? I'm not too sure about the lore in Bloodborne, but is that what happened there? Considering the mention of the Imperial Death Cult, that whether she can heal. Yeah, her job is to deal with people who are already dead. So I'm not sure if she can heal. Almost assumed necromancy. Yeah, when she said the graveyards were overflowing with, like, zombies, or... Are they going in, or are they going out? Battle erupts. Charge. Okay, so there's 4 of them. Not much terrain to mess with here. Faces Mad Reaver. They have 22 hit points. Okay, Roland has 23 hit points, right? These guys have not leveled up. Drina has 19 hit points. Do you have spells? Bless, Blinding Glory, Divine Hammer. Presence versus Fortitude of stunning your opponents. Maybe we can... Oh, she can heal. She can heal. Can I bless? You add a small bonus to your companion's combat stat. Yeah, bless. Drina gets +8 melee and range attack for 3 rounds. Gamezak gets +8 melee and range. Roland gets +8 melee and ranged. Okay, good spell. So let's stab. This guy came at us. Let's hit him. 6 damage. Roland, have at it. Drina, maybe you have another spell? Blinding Glory. Stunning your opponents. Divine Hammer. Damage to single target equal to your presence score. So we've got 20 2 attunement. Let's try Divine Hammer. Oh, it targets random. Okay. Deals 18 to Mad Reaver. Nice! Okay, good. Good spells. So this guy's almost dead. So I can try stab that guy. Okay, and Roland can now stab that guy. Okay, and then Drina, armed with mace. You could do some hits. Ah, not enough movement points. Okay, you hit that guy. So I'll deal with the guy in the shadows there. Roland and Drina deal with this guy on the right. Okay, good. And Drina, can you... Do we still have... We've got no attunement. Right. Just move this way. We stab that guy. Alright. Ah. Loot all and leave. We picked up some stuff. Traveler's garbs. So hold on. Roland currently has leather armor. Rags. Weight 2. No, let's drop the rags. Rags, drop the rags. Rags, drop the rags. We don't need the rags. So our total... Oh, so it's a combined inventory. So now that we have 3 party members, our total inventory, how much we can carry, is way higher. Right. So Drina has studded leather and the mace. So Roland can equip the buckler. Right? And I'm wearing this hat, which doesn't do anything, but weigh 1. That's fine. Okay. That's good enough. Leave area. So we're going into this town at the end. Oh. We've actually made it to Horin. At the end of the rugged peninsula lies the small walled fishing village of Horin. Once home to hundreds, the town is now lies seemingly deserted. Whatever fate has befallen this place, you must be on your guard if you choose to enter it. Here we go. We've entered Horin. Day 4. 4:36 a.m. Let's have a look around. A pile of brutally murdered corpses. The gates of Horin loom before you. The massive portcullis is down, however, and there's no way to open it from this side. On the other side, you see the dead, piled up atop one another up against the portcullis. They must have died trying to escape the town, caught between the gates and whatever assailants were in the town with them. Drina's face is ashen. I knew these people. I delivered their children and cared for their dead. To see them like this, I will have vengeance. She sets her jaw. There is another way. The Fisherman's Gate. We followed the walls east, then south. Let's go. East, then south. Can loot various things. Take the rations. Nothing. Okay, Fisherman's Gate. East and south. A small farmhouse seems desolate and abandoned. The only sign of life is a few grotesquely swollen hogs, feeding greedily on something deep in the mud. When you catch a glimpse through a brief break in the frenzy, you realize it's the corpses of what must have been their former owners. Infernal swine, Drina spits behind you. These hogs look more than a handful. Best be careful, lest we all end up a tusk in the gut. Move along quietly. Nope, they noticed us. Battle erupts. Charge. You know, I'm gonna let... we can... sort of set up here, right? I don't know how many movement points they have. But if I block... this area here. Okay, so now I can attack. Do I have... okay, I do have attunement. I can bless. I can try heal. Oh, that heals everyone? Cannot heal severe damage. Oh. Oh, so that's severe damage. Right. These guys do look kind of tough, don't they? I don't want to send Roland forward. So I'm going to defend here. Oh, that hog can go around. Okay. Let's go to inventory. Use this health tonic. Okay, good. Stab that hog. Let's cast spell. Divine. Can we? Not enough. Okay, fine. Cast spell. Bless. Cost 6. Okay. I don't know if we can beat these guys. Jeez, they do so much damage. They do so much damage. I don't think we can win this. Use feat? No, there's no feats here. We've got 9. Blinding Glory costs 6. Fails to stun the hog. Right. That's our last potion. Do we have a feat we can use? No. Not much we can do. I think they got us. It did warn us about the... We killed 1. Where's the autosave? Oh, it's back here. Oh no. Anyway, that was a good solid 2 hours of this game. So I think this is actually a good place to bring this to a close. This was good though. This was good. This is a prologue. This is a demo. I just want to mention, this is a free demo that you can go get now on Steam. Like just go play it. No problem. It's good. It's good. This was the autosave. This was the autosave. So I think the other save was... Oh, we did save here. Okay. Right. Let's not end on that particular screen. It's a little... Okay, there we go. So we actually have a save right here. This is Skald prologue. This is not a finished game. Right? That's probably why my hat looks like a bag, right? We're just wearing a bag for a hat. But it's good, right? There's so much to it. Is it still narrative voice? Why does that happen? How about now? Did I get rid of the echo? Okay. that key's a little Busted. Hopefully the echo's gone now. Okay. But it's good. Like, it's an old school, difficult RPG, retro aesthetics, but in a modern way. I wish the options menu was a little bit more developed. That would be good. But this is a prologue, so we don't know exactly how it's going to be on release. But the writing, besides a couple weird things, it was overall very, very good writing. And that's kind of probably one of the most important parts of this game. Right? It's good writing. Like, you want to read it. I wanted to explore the dreams and the memories because it was written so well. And when there's like a little issue where the text doesn't fit, I'm upset because I want to read more. So yeah, I can highly recommend playing this. If you like RPGs and you like this sort of classic sort of adventure, Dungeons and Dragons stuff, like I'm into the world. I'm into the world. It's really good. It's really good. Highly recommended. And the graphics are working. It's a little hard to sometimes parse what's going on in this gameplay screen because it's so harshly pixelated, but I didn't have any major issues. You know, I still saw the cave, I still saw the creatures, I could tell the difference between a crab and a dire crab. But yeah, you want to find out what happened to this town. It's dark, it's grim, but it's compelling. It's compelling. Surprisingly so. I was not expecting this much. This is a free prologue. Like, it's the demo, and it's like this is already more. Like, I've gone 2 hours, and I feel like I've barely scratched what's here. Right? Music's good, writing's amazing, graphics work quite well. Some of the artwork, when it brings up the actual artwork pieces, very nice, very nicely done. It's good, right? Check it out. Check it out. If you liked, you know, the lighthouse. Yeah, I would have thought the demo would have ended after we like got to this town or finished the lighthouse area. But no, it's still going. There's still more. Still more. Oh. All right, that's gonna be it for now. This has been a great Gamer Encounters of Skald against the Black Priory. Check it out. Highly recommended. If you'd like to support the channel, subscribe and follow on Twitch. Subscribers on Twitch get early access to the archive and some extra channels on Discord. You can join us on the Discord, discord.gg/gamerzach. That's Zachalites. We hang out every day. You can also support the channel by donating $1 a month on Patreon. $1 a month goes a long way, far more than any ad revenue you could generate. So thank you so much for checking out the Patreon, patreon.com/gamerzach. And also, the more support we get from direct support, the fewer ads we run on YouTube. We do these long videos on YouTube, and it's a lot more spaced out than splitting it up into like 5 different parts with 3 ads each. On the whole, it's about a quarter fewer, like 25% the amount of ads, like a quarter of the amount of ads than what's normal on YouTube. So thank you so much for the support, and everyone else, enjoy the fewer ads. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, join us there. Follow me on Twitter. I am actually active and contactable on Twitter, so drop a follow there. And if you're watching on YouTube, click the buttons on the screen right now for so much more content. I hope you enjoyed my experiment with using this echo on my voice for a separate voice. If it works out and it sounds nice, we'll keep figuring things out with more things we can do. All right, that's gonna be all for now. Thank you so much for joining, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys. Bye.